No one expected this moment to ever be caught on camera. When Taehyung finally opened up and said those words, Jungkook's reaction was something no one saw coming. Fans around the world were left speechless as emotions took over, and what happened next completely changed everything between them. Was it a confession? A hidden truth? Or something far deeper? Stay tuned, because what Taehyung revealed in that moment will leave you shocked. It all started during a quiet break behind the scenes. Cameras were rolling, but no one realized what they were about to capture. Taehyung's voice was calm, but his eyes said everything. There was a mix of hesitation and honesty, something he had been holding back for a long time. As he turned toward Jungkook, the atmosphere shifted. The laughter faded. Even the staff nearby seemed to sense that something real was about to happen. Taehyung took a deep breath and said words that instantly froze Jungkook in place. No one could believe what they were hearing. Jungkook's reaction, a mix of shock, disbelief, and raw emotion, told everyone that this wasn't just another casual moment. Something between them changed that day forever. For a few seconds, Jungkook didn't say a word. He just stood there, eyes locked on Taehyung, completely frozen. You could almost feel his heart racing. The silence was heavy, almost unbearable. Then, slowly, Jungkook smiled, but it wasn't his usual playful smile. It was something deeper, almost emotional. He tried to speak, but his voice cracked. He looked down, trying to hold back tears, and whispered something only Taehyung could hear. Whatever he said made Taehyung's eyes glisten. The two just looked at each other, no cameras, no fans, no stage, just two people being completely real for once. And in that quiet moment, fans realized this was more than friendship. It was something genuine, raw, and unforgettable. The moment the clip surfaced online, chaos broke out across social media. Within minutes, hashtags like #TaeKookConfession and #JungkookReaction were trending worldwide. Armies couldn't believe what they had just witnessed. Raw emotion, honesty, and a connection that felt too real to ignore. Some fans were crying, others were analyzing every second of the footage, trying to decode the words Jungkook whispered to Taehyung. Clips spread across Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube, millions of views, countless theories. Was it a confession? A message of gratitude? Or something far deeper than any of us could imagine? Even HYB stayed silent, refusing to confirm or deny anything, which only made the mystery grow stronger. But one thing was certain. That single moment between Jungkook and Taehyung had already become legendary. Days after the video went viral, new details started to emerge. A staff member who was present during the shoot quietly hinted that the moment wasn't scripted at all. It was completely real. According to insiders, Taehyung had been wanting to share what he felt for a long time, but the timing never seemed right. That day, however, something changed. The cameras were supposed to capture a lighthearted segment, but Taehyung's emotions took over. Sources revealed that Jungkook wasn't prepared for it, which explains his stunned, emotional reaction. Even after filming stopped, the two reportedly stayed back, talking privately for a long time. No one knows exactly what was said in that conversation, but those who witnessed it said the atmosphere was deeply emotional. The crew decided to keep the footage hidden, but somehow, a part of it leaked. And the world saw something it was never meant to see. That's when fans realized this wasn't just a viral clip. It was a glimpse into something real. Just when fans thought the story had ended, another clip surfaced online, longer, clearer, and far more emotional than the first. This time, there was no mistaking what happened. In the footage, Taehyung's voice trembled slightly as he said, "You've always been more than just a friend to me." The room fell silent. Jungkook's expression shifted, first shock, then something softer, a look that no fan had ever seen before. He stepped closer, almost instinctively, and whispered something the camera barely caught. "You have no idea how long I've waited to hear that." That moment, that single exchange, sent the entire fandom into a frenzy. Reactions poured in from around the world, tears, disbelief, joy, and endless theories. Some fans called it the most beautiful moment in BTS history. Others said it revealed a bond far deeper than anyone could have imagined. Whether it was friendship, love, or something unspoken, one thing was undeniable. This confession had changed everything after the leaked footage exploded across every platform. The world waited for a response, but both Jungkook and Taehyung stayed completely silent. No posts, no statements, no explanations, and yet their silence said everything. At their next public appearance, fans noticed the small things: the way Jungkook looked at Taehyung during interviews, the gentle smile they shared when their eyes met, even when surrounded by cameras and lights. There was a quiet connection between them that couldn't be hidden anymore. During a live broadcast, Jungkook was asked about trust and true friendship. He paused for a moment before simply saying, "Real bonds don't need to be explained. They're just understood." Fans immediately connected his words to Taehyung. The clip went viral again, reigniting every theory, every emotion, every memory of that confession. It became clear, no matter what label people tried to put on it, what they shared was beyond explanation. It was real. It was raw. And it was theirs. After that, things were never quite the same. Every stage performance, every behind-the-scenes clip, every fan interaction seemed to carry a new kind of energy between them. Not louder, but deeper. When Taehyung laughed, Jungkook would glance his way first. When Jungkook spoke during interviews, he'd unconsciously look for Taehyung's reaction. Fans began noticing that subtle comfort, the kind that comes only when two people completely understand each other. What once seemed like simple friendship now felt like something layered with unspoken history, trust, and emotion. And yet, neither of them tried to clear the air or deny anything. They just let the world watch and wonder. Music videos, stage performances, and even song lyrics began to carry hidden meanings that fans couldn't ignore. Was this their quiet way of expressing what words couldn't say? Whatever it was, it reminded everyone that behind the fame and perfection were two human hearts, honest, vulnerable, and beautifully connected. As time passed, fans began noticing something strange: the songs, the lyrics, even the choreography started to feel different. It was as if Taehyung and Jungkook were speaking through music, leaving pieces of their story hidden between the lines. When Taehyung released a solo track filled with longing and nostalgia, fans couldn't help but link it back to that unforgettable confession. The melody carried the same quiet emotion, soft, sincere, almost like a whisper from the past. Then came Jungkook's next release, a song about connection, trust, and being seen for who you really are. The moment he sang the line, "You were always there when no one else was," fans instantly flooded the comments. This has to be about Taehyung. Music videos began to feature symbols: a reflection in a mirror, a hand reaching out in silence, a single glance that said more than words ever could. Every frame seemed to hold a secret, a message meant for those who had seen that moment, who knew. And while neither of them ever confirmed it, fans felt certain. Their music had become their language, one that only they, and those who truly understood, could read. Months passed, and the whispers never faded. Every interview, every public appearance, someone would find a way to bring up that moment. But Taehyung always smiled, calm, graceful, never giving too much away. Then, during one late-night talk show, the host asked the question everyone had been waiting for. "Taehyung, that clip with Jungkook, was it real?" The audience went silent. Even Jungkook, sitting beside him, looked slightly tense. Taehyung took a breath, his expression soft but unreadable. He smiled and said, "Some things don't need to be explained. What matters is what's real, and what we feel is real." The crowd erupted, but his tone remained calm, sincere. He didn't deny it, didn't deflect it. He simply spoke the truth in the only way he knew how, gently, honestly. Jungkook turned to him and smiled, that same quiet smile from the day of the confession, and in that brief exchange, that single look, fans felt it again. The truth that words could never fully capture. After that night, no one asked them about it again, because they didn't need to. The answer had already been given, just not in words.